Oh, no, I forgot about it. You have headphones?
No.
You wouldn't be able to use a spare anyway.
I could have got some of the
How do you change that? I did it.
Swipe to 65. Are we started? You ready?
Yeah, but it's got face recognition, dude.
Yeah, but all you had to do is hit OK. You didn't hit OK. You have to hit OK, dude. Start the clock.
So it's going to be first down, Raiders. He scrambles to his left. He's got Suave wide open. Cunningham is able to pull the flag. So it's going to be first down. They got 4 plays to get in the end zone.
Well, I mean, they can play it green, but they can play cheese. Man, we're supposed to be getting early this week. It maybe like Monday, Tuesday, possibly. Because like I said, he's supposed to be singing and like that's what he talks about Wednesday and Thursday. Yeah, no. I mean, the biggest thing is if we can't get him the uniform we want, you know what I mean. So it's just Monday or Tuesday. I mean, I can call and find out tomorrow and see what he says. But obviously the sooner the better because he still has to make those. And take a good little minute. So you get the money for the free agent. Okay, so you're just gonna give me 50 each right now. I mean, it's up to. I'd rather him just give me the 50 and then kind of the rest. Okay.
So it looks like there is going to be a penalty on number 21, Antoine Payne, for bull rushing. So Carlos has got pressure on him. He drops it off to Hickman, who has Cunningham to pull the flag. Oh, no, it looks like he is able to break that tackle, and he's in for the touchdown. So that's going to put the Raiders up 6. He's got some pressure on him, and he's looking for Hickman once again, and he's able to get it. And you know, Hickman's probably his go-to guy. He leads the league right now in touchdowns. That's with his 8th touchdown on his receiving touchdown of the season. So Hickman is definitely one of his favorite targets. He's a tall guy. Just throw it up there, and he goes up and gets it.
Is that 1 and 2?
So the score is going to be 7-0. Raiders will be kicking off to Olympians. They were able to score within 4 minutes. You know, Raiders have one of the more potent offenses in the league. So, and the Olympians have one of the higher elite defenses. So it's going to be a pretty good matchup. Let's see if the Olympians can come down the field, march down the field, and score themselves and get back in this ball game. And that kick was out of bounds, so it's going to be put on the 40. Once again, at any time, if the ball, if it's kicked off out of bounds, it's automatically put on the 40. So the Olympians are going to start with good field position. I'm saying, but you can change it.
It's gonna, again, I have to take that shit off, so I don't have to keep putting it in the thing. If I try to stop it, I gotta put it in code and shit.
Hey, David Robinson, the quarterback, can't wear those shorts. They have pockets. Where are his uniform shorts? That works. So Robinson's going to dump it off to Norman, who's got hips, who's already made one guy miss, and then he's tackled by number 17, Guevara.
Tries to get away.
We can't let them get away with none of that shit, because then they'll be able to think they can next time.
I think I can get mine if I can connect.
So I'll stop the clock. All right.
Yeah. And then you press. Yeah. Let me see.
Why don't you just try to hook me?
That's what I'm
to
gonna do. I'm gonna try to see if I can hit it.
Say what?
Say why?
Because he has a uniform,
why?
he must wear it. What do you mean why? If he has a uniform, he has no excuse not to be wearing shorts that don't match. He has a uniform. He just now put them on. What the fuck, man?
You're fucking testing us and shit.
Ain't no goddamn sense. So it's gonna be second down. The Olympians have a totally different offense with David Robinson back there. So let's see what they got. He's looking for Zeke. He pump fakes. Looks like he's gonna go for Fair. He's able to make the catch. And this is Fair's old team. Good pull by, looks like Suave finally was able to tackle him. It looks like, you know, Darius definitely wants to make a statement against his old team. Oh, 214-991-9699. So, oh, it looks like the snap was a little high and David wasn't able to bring it down. So that's going to bring them back a good 12 yards. So it's going to be second and goal. So, do you want me to exit this or no?
Yeah, give me a second. Let me fix this real quick.
So it's going to be first and goal. All right, I exited it. And he's got pressure on him, and he's sacked by Allred.
Sorry, I didn't get that play. I'm trying to move it. So, but you called it out. So. We're rock and rolling. Shit.
All right, so you're good. It's time check. So it's going to be third down. Robinson's back in the light, but Olympian bunch. Oh, and that is going to be a penalty on the Raiders for the bull rush. He pushed his man right back into the quarterback. On defense, you cannot run through the offensive line at all. You have to go around. So that is something that they're going to call every time. So that's going to bring them up 5 yards and give them another chance. Try to get into the goal, because it is, I believe it is third and goal. So they got quite a distance to go. Let's see what they come up with. So they are lined up in the Olympian bunch formation, which they are the only team in the league that uses this consistently. Looks like he's going to drop it off to Trey Norman. He could run or throw it. He's got hips. Oh, and he's still up. He's still up. And finally tackled by Orozco. Norman is probably got the best hips in the league, I would say. And, you know, I've seen just about all film on him, and this dude definitely has hips and can turn his hips to either side at any time. So there's going to be 4th down, 4th and goal. The fumbled snap was after the 1st down. So it is going to be 4th and goal. So let's see what the Olympians do on 4th down. They're lined up in their Olympian bunch once again. And he's got pressure right on him. He's able to dump it off to Payne. He's making a couple guys miss. Finally tackled by Suave. That is going to be turnover on downs and the end of the 1st quarter right now, with the Raiders on top 7-0. Their first matchup ended up with a field goal that ended up winning the game. The score was 9-6. So I know the Olympians are definitely trying to get revenge from that first loss, and this might not be the last they see of each other. Right now, the Raiders are the number 1 seed, and the Olympians are a number 3 seed. So if the playoffs were to start next week, you know, there's an opportunity, if they were both wins their first games, to play each other in the conference championship. So this is definitely a matchup that we look forward to every time, because we know it's going to be very competitive.
Well, it's not, because it's not using the internal mic unless it's picking it up straight off the bat. But here it's like 1 and 2.
So it's going to be 2nd quarter, and the Raiders will be taking over off a turnover downs. The Olympians missed an opportunity in the red zone to score. They were driving down good, and then they had a bad snap just a little high, and Robinson wasn't able to bring it in, and that really put a stop to their drive. Let's see what the Raiders do on 1st down. It looks like he's going to hit Allred, who last week was his favorite target. And looks like he lost control of the ball. So
That looked like they're going to call that one. That looked like a fucking interception. That one's an interception.
And we got to go over there. Really? What was that?
I thought that was an interception because he didn't corral it. He didn't get it slapped out. He just didn't handle it, and Zeke caught it.
Yeah.
I would let them know that.
See, they got robbed.
They got robbed.
So it's going to be first down Raiders after a confusing play. Carlos moves up and he dumps it off to Suave, who can't handle the ball and just drops it. So it's going to be second down. 40 is the line of game for the first. And here comes Busby. He's putting some pressure on Perez. They both miss. He steps up. He's running. And he's finally tackled by number 2, Artavius Hayes. Carlos is a tricky guy. He's you know, a shorter man. I don't want to say short, but he's shorter, and he can move them hips. So if you're a little bit taller, it's hard to reach down and grab that flag. So this is going to bring up third down. They need about 8 yards for the first. 40 is the line of game. See him talking to Bolton. Now you got to watch Bolton. He's usually their star back, and he can either bounce back or he can go. It looks like they're going to put trips right and put Allred back there too. He steps up and he dumps it off to Suave. All they need, oh, nice nice pull by Zeke to stop them short. It's going to be 4th and about 3 for the first. And Carlos is stepping. He's got Hickman wide open. Cunningham is there. And there was a big spot in the defense. And Carlos saw it. So that's going to be, it's going to bring up second down and short. 20 is the line of gain. They got about 3 yards. Let's see if the Olympians can come up with a stop. They definitely need it at this point. The Raiders are the type of team that once they start putting on points, you got to be right there with them, or they can get carried away real fast. So Baines, Rosacruz blocking good. Oh, he has Guevara wide open alone for the touchdown. So that's going to put them up 13-0. So we got 2 minutes left in the half. Excuse me, 7 minutes left in the half. So here we go. Carlos is rolling to his left, and he's looking for Reed, and it's caught. It was deflected by Smith and then caught by Suave. So what a, you don't know if you want to call that a great play or a lucky play. So that's going to put the Raiders on top, 14-0. So let's see what the Olympians do. They're going to have about six minutes left in the half to try to score and get on the board. Like I said, you don't want to let the Raiders pile up points because they won't stop.
Take him out then. No, we gotta be fair. We gotta be fair. Because if we did that with Rodius, there's no reason why these guys should be playing too.
Larry.
Yeah.
Is Holman not have his shorts too? Number 11 for the Olympians? He could just put those underneath his shorts and he'll be fine. Gracias.
So it's first down Olympians. Robinson's going to look to let it fly to Holman. It's short. It's going to be picked off by Reed. So that was just an errant throw. He threw that up there, and he didn't throw it hard enough at all. Reed was able to easily jump up and intercept that. Holman did try to knock it away, but it was just too short. So it's going to be first down Raiders taking over at their 40. And Payne's putting pressure on him. Perez dumps it off to Alred, who was his favorite target last week. He had 12 receptions, I believe, for 2 touchdowns. So he was tackled by number 12, Cunningham. The Olympians definitely need to stop right now to stay in this game. Got 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first half. Perez is running. Oh, and he's able to. Payne barely missed his flag. Jordan Holloman was able to step up and pull it. So that's going to keep them short of the first. 20 is the line of game. They got about 2 yards. So it's going to be third down. And Perez is able to pick up the low snap. He's looking for Rosa Cruz, who's able to make a one-handed catch, but he was tackled immediately by Norman. So that's going to be a first down. They got about 10 yards to go for the touchdown. The Olympians are definitely need a turnover or at least a stop. So it looks like Perez is going to dump it off to Guevara, who is unable to hang on to it. So it's going to bring up third down. And Carlos is stepping up. And Payne's right on him and misses his flag. He's still up. And he is able to slide his way in for the touchdown. And that's going to put them up 20-0, pinning the extra point. And right now it looks like the Olympians don't know what to do on defense. So Perez, it looks like they're going for one. He's got pressure on him. He's rolling to his right. He has already, and great play by Fair to knock it away.
I see that. I'm working on it right now.
Time check.
It's only for today. Next Sunday, he said they have a 7-on-7. They have a 7-on-7. We're gonna have to move it to Birdville after this. So I should go right now. So this moved it. It's halftime. We're about to be at halftime. Okay, I'll go down and get with y'all right now.
Hey, we good?
I'm gonna go down there right now and get with y'all. Place next. The fair.
Hey, we get kicked off.
Yeah. Well, just for today and tomorrow because
Chase and Trail has the field.
It's free right down the street.
It's off from Marine Creek Parkway.
You know what I mean? Like, is it free? Like nobody's there?
Yeah,
right now?
nobody's there.
Okay. We'll move
Every
it down
Sundays we do pickup games here.
there. Okay. So we'll move.
We go with them, so that way. Okay.
Well, who plays next? You know?
It's the same field we play that pickup game.
That's not that far.
No.
So we just gotta go make sure to reserve the field. We'll go down there right now. You still need my name.
Oh no, you need to put your phone so. Shit. Yeah.
It's how far is it from?
It's just if you
Like
get
10
20, it's like 10 minutes.
So are we getting ready to kick off the second half? We got the Raiders kicking off to the Olympians with the score right now 20-0. The Olympians definitely need to do something on offense and score immediately to get back in this game before it gets out of hand. And it looks like Holman is returning it. He's a fast guy. Oh, and he pitches it to Cunningham, so that's going to drop him back a good 6 yards. So it's going to be first down. Let's see what the Olympians can do.
Filming's gonna be kind of hard.
Huh?
Filming's gonna be kind of hard over there.
We're gonna have to make it work.
So it looks like the offense had to use a timeout to get set on offense. It looks like they had too many men, so. So Robinson's got already on him. He dumps it off to Busby, who's tackled immediately. And actually, that looks like it's going to be a loss.
Yeah, so this is what I think. Anytime there's a tackle on the line of scrimmage, it's a sack, no matter who it is. Any pass that's thrown, whether it's forward or backwards, is a pass. Unless it's past the line of scrimmage, then it's
So it's going to be second down. And he dumps it off. Quick pass to Ferris. You can't hang on to it. Even if he was able to, he had Guevara right there to pull the flag. So it's going to be third down. And 40 is the line of game for the first. So they only need 7 yards for the first, or about 8. And Robinson dumps it off to Zeke. Zeke's got hips. He's got made 2 guys miss. And third. And a fourth. And he's still up. If he's still up. He's and finally tackled by Reed. And that is why we call him Zeke the Freak. He was able to dodge about 4 guys. And, you know, Shakira has hips. But I don't know. Zeke might be right up there with her. So let's see. The Olympians are in great scoring position thanks to that run by Zeke. Let's see if they can score, get on the board. Robinson, quick pass to Norman, who's unable to hang on to it. He would have been tackled immediately by Roscoe.
Yeah, they got the kids 7 on 7.
Yeah.
If you want to start to get some of this stuff to the show. Ready to transition over easy.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
So Robinson's dropping back. He pump fakes. And he looks like he's going for Holman, but it's going to be way outside the back of the end zone. So it's going to be 2nd down.
We have Burkeville. But obviously, take it up for them to faster.
Robinson's dumping off to Zeke. He had already right at him. Zeke's able to make 2 guys miss. He was tackled by Suave right on the 1, so it's going to be 4th and 1. So it's 4th and 1. Let's see what they do. They definitely need to score on this possession to stay in the game. And he finds Smith, who's in for the touchdown. So that's going to put them on the board 20-6, pending the extra point. So their pressure's right on Robinson, and he evades a guy, and he dumps it out to Fair, who makes the catch. So the score is going to be 20-7, and the Olympians have a heartbeat. Let's see if they can get back in this game. It's still early in the 3rd, so they have time. They're only down by two scores, but they're going to definitely need to make some stop on defense.
I'm waiting for him to text me back. I'm more than sure it is going to be okay. Yeah. Well, I can't.
Oh, yeah, you gotta wait.
That's what we're going to do.
Damn, I bet you anything I can make some money filming these youth stuff with this shit.
Oh, yeah. What? I can take it. Sure, we got pictures of this game.
Yeah, sure. So I told her just start trying to get everything so we can easily transition faster. let's hope you.
So here we go with the the kickoff. Alred is returning it, and Dion Smith was able to make that tackle. So it's going to be first down Raiders.
They interested though.
So here we go. Perez has Hickman in the backfield with him. And he's able to dump it off to Suave, but tackled immediately by Holloman. Great tackle. It's going to be second down. 40 is the line of game for the first. So they're thinking about 2 yards to go. We got 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Perez steps up, Payne's right on him. He's able to avoid him, but he's tackled by Jordan Holloman. That's 2 tackles in a row by Holloman. He is a Pro Bowler from last season. So it's going to be a first down Raiders. Perez is dropping back. He's rolling to his left. Oh, and he's able to get rid of it. Oh, and Isaiah Jones drops the interception. He was right there. He had it, and he just dropped it. So it's going to be second down. So it looks like the Raiders called a timeout to avoid a delay of game.
Just paying attention to everything.
You have Derek's number?
He always usually hits me up on FaceTime.
So it's going to be third down. Hello? 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 Okay. So, all right, we're going to go to this. Which is probably closer, LD Bell or North Richland Hills? You see, they got something going on over there. Shit. I gotta go over it now. So it's 11. The next game is Raiders, fourth quarter.